Hello again, and my name is Miss Simone, and we're continuing with Year 1 phonics lessons, and we are up to lesson 7. So let's have a look. Here's my homework from yesterday. So these are our O-Y at the end of a word, makes an oi sound words. So I cheated a bit. I used the printout and I've dot and dashed underneath, and I can read all of these words. Let's read them together really fluently. Boy, soy, joy, toy, koi, enjoy, Troy, employ, joystick. Excellent reading. The other thing I asked you to do was have a go at drawing and writing this sentence. So let's read this sentence again. That toy rabbit is funny. Are you ready to meet the toy rabbit that's hiding behind this page? I have to warn you, he's a little bit coy. Do you remember what coy means? A little bit shy. So let's have a look. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, no. He just whispered to me he's a bit coy. Hang on. It's all right. It's all right. They're nice. Oh no. Come on. It's okay. They're really nice. You ready? There he is. There's our funny toy rabbit. Did you draw a funny toy rabbit at home as well? I hope you did. I can't wait to see it. And it's time now for us to move on with our lesson. So you can go now. You can go and have a little rest. And we'll pop him away. So we're going to begin with some phonemic awareness. So I'd like you to turn your listening ears on, and we're going to start off with some initial sounds. So time for some phonological awareness. Switch your listening ears on. And let's start. So we're going to be listening for the initial sound in the word. That means the first sound that we hear again. So if I said rabbit, is the first sound we hear. So our first sound is seat. Say seat, seat, s. Good job. Our next word is boil. Say boil, b. Good job. Band, band, b. Chair, chair, ch. Block, block, b. Not bull. We just want the first sound. Let's do that again. Block, block, b. Cry, cry, k. Quit, quit, qu. Road, road, Good job. We're going to play the same game as yesterday now. So I want you to listen, and if the words rhyme, I want a thumbs up. If they don't rhyme, I'd like a thumbs down. Are you ready? So if I said clap, lap, they rhyme. If I said in, lap, they don't rhyme. You ready? So our first two words are in, lap. Let me hear them. In, lap. They don't rhyme. Okay, our next two words are hit, fit. Let me hear you. Hit, fit. Yes, they rhyme. I can see lots of thumbs up. Excellent work. Our next words, teach, beach. Let me hear you. Teach, beach. Yes, they rhyme. Great work. Our next two words, fast, slow. Let me hear you. Fast, slow. Do they rhyme? No way. Next two words, cry, try. Your turn. Cry, try. Yes, they rhyme. Great job. Jump, bump. Jump, bump. Yes, they rhyme. Excellent. And our last two words are gold, boat. Gold, boat. They don't rhyme. Great work. Time now for us to review some of the sounds that we've learnt before. And we're going to start with a letter that you may have seen before. It has the stick. So remember, we talked about this previously. When I see this stick, I'm going to close my mouth, press my lips together. Okay, so the name of this letter, B, bed, B. Can you do that with me? B, bed, B. Good job. Q-U, queen, qu. P, pig, p. O, orange, o. H, hat, h. CK, duck, k. SH, shell, sh. TH, thumb. TH, feather, th. CH, cheese, ch. NG, ring, ng. WH, whale, w. AI, rain, a. And AY at the end of a word. AY, play, a. OI, coin, oi. OY, boy, oi. And that was the sound we learnt in our last lesson. It's a great word. We're going to practice some words that we can't always sound out. They don't always look the way we think they're going to when we try and read them. So this word is a, I, the, is, as, said, do, for, his, her, we, be, me, she, he, so, was, no, go. If you weren't sure with some of those words, you can rewind that part of the video and have a few more practices. So it's time for us now to review some of the digraphs that we've been learning over the previous few days. So we're going to have a look at some OY words. It says oi at the end of a word. OI says oi in the middle of a word. We have Y at the end of a word says E. We have AY at the end of a word says A. And we have double E making the E sound. So let's have a look at our first word. Oi, joy. Oil, soil. Rusty, rusty. Rust. Or we can put an E on the end and make rusty. Good job. Stay, stay. Stay. Let's read them together. Joy, soil, rusty, stay. Quickly. Joy, soil, rusty, stay. See a digraph here and here. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Read, E. This has got two of our new sounds in it. Our new digraph double E and our new Y at the end says an E. Greedy. Can you say that with me? Greedy. Good job. Ace, pays. Again, the S is acting like a suffix. So our word is pay, and that's why we have the AY on the end. Oils. What word? Toils. Good job. Let's read this row again. Sleep, greedy, pays, toils. And more quickly, sleep, greedy, pays, toils. Great reading. Point. Oily. Say it with me. Oily. Good job. Joystick. Joy stick. And E. Handy. And look, hand, handy. That means that's convenient. Let's read these words again. Point, oily, joystick, handy. And quickly, point, oily, joystick, handy. And our last row, enjoy. E-n-j-oy. Enjoy. Weep. Weep. B-oil-i-ng. Boiling. E-m-p-l-oy. Employ. Give someone a job. Let's read this row again. Enjoy. Weep. Boiling. Employ. Good job. And quickly, enjoy, weep, boiling, employ. Okay, so can you find me a word that This is someone who wants everything. I want all the chocolates. I want all the red Smarties. I want all the mangoes. They're being super what? Let's have a look in this row. Are they being super sleep? No. Are they being super greedy? They are. They're being super greedy. So if that's the word you guessed, good job. I want you to find a word in the top row, and sometimes this happens if you're using a shovel or something made of metal and you leave it outside in the rain and it goes all brown and powdery and gets all over your fingers because it's got rust on it. How do we describe it? We'd say the shovel is rusty. You've got it. Great job. Okay, it's time now for you to do some spelling words. So I'd like you to go and get a piece of paper and something to write with. I'll make a silly face. You ready to pause me? And you can go and get that stuff. Ooh. Okay, excellent work. I'm going to get rid of this. So the sounds that we're going to be writing today include these digraphs. So write them down and say the sounds with me. O-Y says oi at the end of a word. O-I says oi in the middle of a word. Y says E at the end of a word, 2-syllable word. Double E says E inside a word. And lastly, A-Y says A at the end of a word. So our first word is ploy. Ploy. Say that one with me. Ploy, ploy. Let's sound it out. P-l-oy, ploy. So a ploy is like a tricky or cunning plan. I have a ploy to get everyone drawing rabbits. I will set rabbit drawing homework. That's my cunning ploy, my cunning plan. Let's say that word one more time. Ploy, ploy, p-l-oy. Oy is at the end. Let's go. Boy. You have a go at writing ploy. If you're not sure, you watch me. Oy. Give yourselves a tick if your ploy looks like mine. Our next word is gusty. The gusty wind blew all night. Gusty. Say it with me. Gusty. Gusty. Let's sound it out. G-u-s-t-e. Gusty. Good job. Let's go. G-u-s-t-e. You have a go at writing it on your own. If you're not sure, you can watch me. G-u-s-t-e. Gusty. Good job. Do you know what? This is what I love about this sort of stuff. I could change that to a D, and now I've got dusty. That's the beauty of spelling. Once you learn the pattern, you can spell lots of different things. Our next word is spoil. Spoil. Say it with me. Spoil. Spoil. S-p-oy-l. Got the l sound on the end, so we know we need this O-I spelling for oi. Let's write the dots. S-p-oy-l. You have a go at writing the word. S-p-oy-l. Spoil. Give yourselves a tick. And our last word is study. Study. Say it with me. Study. Study. S-t-a-d-e. Got that E on the end. S-t-a-d-e. You have a go at writing study on your page. If you're not sure how, you can watch me. S-t-a-d-e. E. Give yourselves a tick if it looks like mine. If it doesn't, you can pause and fix it and make them all look like mine. Great work. I'm going to get rid of this now. It's time for some new learning. And you'll never guess, we've got another new digraph. English is full of digraphs. That's why it's important that we learn. A digraph is when two letters represent one sound. And here is our new digraph. E-A, eat. E. Can you say that with me? E-A, eat. E. Good job. So the spelling E-A, is another way to spell the same double E. So remember, we've already got double E says E in feet. Now we've got EA says E in eat. And we also had Y says E at the end of a two-syllable word, but we won't worry about that one. These are the two we're focusing on today. So it's time to start off with some skywriting. So get your skywriting fingers ready. You can stand up if you like, because you're going to have to stand up for the next part anyway. You ready? Give yourselves a wiggle. Are we ready? E, A says E. E, A says E. Great writing. Okay. Time to stand up for some kung fu words. I hope you're already standing up because you're super organised. So remember, we bow with the word, we punch out the sounds, and we bow with the word again. Let's start with T. Say the word T. T. T-E. T. Next word. C. C. S-E. C. Next word, each. 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 Next word, least. Least. East. Least. Treat. Treat. Eat. Treat. Great work. Okay, we're going to learn a new word today. This word is homophone. I'm going to write it here. So homo means same and phone means sound. So if I said the word see and see, for example, I could say I went to Glenelg and when I was there I could see the C. Can you hear how C and C are exactly the same sound? Okay. But if we're looking, here's my eyeball, and there are my eyelashes, and I'm looking at the C, they're different words. This one is C, and this one is C. Can you see? They sound the same, don't they? But they look different. C, C. They've both got a digraph in them. So sometimes if you're doing some spelling, you might get a little bit stuck and think, nice to meet you. How do I spell meet? You can say to someone, is it E like feet or E like eat? And they can tell you if it's pleased to meet you. It's like two little E's meeting up together. They're saying, hello E, nice to meet you. But over here, we have this meat. This is meat that some people like to eat, like beef or chicken or pork. Meat, eat meat. And here we have the two little E's. Nice to meet you. That's a homophone. Let's go back now to focusing on our EA words. We're going to read some together. Our first word, eat. That's easy. That's our key word, isn't it? Eat. E, C, where I like to swim. B, E, M. I'm sending brain beams to help with your brain work. B, E, M. B, E, D. Bead. Let's read these together. Eat, see, beam, bead. More quickly. Eat, see, beam, bead. Great reading. Let's have a look down here. St, E, M. Steam. What word? Steam. Good job. B, E, B, eats, beats. And that's like beats on a drum. East, east. Good job, east. Cheap, cheap. Oh, let's read this row again. Steam, beats, east, cheap. And more quickly, steam, beats, east, cheap. Next row. Eat, seat, each, each, teach. Oh, I like this one. P-E-N-ut. P-P-nut. Peanut. And our last word, T-E-P-ot. Tea-pot. Good job. Let's read that row. Seat, teach, peanut, teapot. And more quickly, seat, teach, peanut, teapot. Fantastic word. If I want to buy something but I don't want to spend a lot of money, I want to find a meal that doesn't cost a lot. What's another word in this row that describes something that doesn't cost very much? Steam, beats, east, cheap. Could it be cheap? I want a cheap meal or a cheap car. Good job. How about, something that I'm trying to do right now. I am trying to, not seat, teach. Yes, I'm trying to teach right now. Great work. It's time now for you to do some spelling. So you need to go and grab your pencil and your pen and come and sit down with me. While you're doing that, I'll get ready here. On the top of your page, and I want you to say it as you write it, I want you to say E-A says E. Let me hear. E-A says E. Good job. Okay, our first word is clean. Clean. Let's say it together. Clean, clean. K-U-E-N. K-U-E-N. Good. K-U-E-N. You have a go at writing clean. If you're not sure, you can watch me. You ready? K-U-E-N. Clean. Good job. I'm going to change colour because some people don't see green very well. Let's have a go. Our next word is leaf. Can you say that with me? Leaf. L-E-F. And we're going to use this sound, or these letters, to spell the E sound. L-E-F. You have a go on your own. L-E-F. Oh, we forgot. I nearly forgot. Give yourselves a tick if you've got clean, and give yourselves a tick if you got leaf. Okay, good work. Our next word, and this is one of my favourite places to visit in summer and winter really, beach. Can you say beach with me? Beach. Let's say the sounds together. B-E-ch. B-E-ch. Have a go at writing beach. Off you pop. B-E-ch. Lovely. Give yourselves a tick. And our last word is team. We're a team, aren't we, today, learning our EA words. Let's say that word together. Team. Team. Good job. T-E-M. T-E-M. You have a go at writing team. T-E-M. Team. If your team looks like mine, give yourselves a tick. Wow, you've done some awesome writing today. Time now for us to read some sentences together. Time for us to read some passages to build our reading fluency. So let's have a look here together. She, left, her. Oh, here's our digraph. Eat. Treat. She left her treat. I wonder where she left it. At the beach. Where did she leave it? At the beach. Let's read that sentence together. She left her treat at the beach. Good job. Now, how would you feel if you left something at the beach and you got home? Would you be a bit sad? I'd be pretty sad. So let's read this sentence as if we're reading a story and we're describing. It's a little bit sad. You ready? She left her treat at the beach. Can you do that with a little, let me see little sad faces. Are we ready? She left her treat at the beach. One more time because you look so cute. She left her treat at the beach. Poor little bunny. She'll get it back. They'll go and get it back. Okay. Let's have a look at our next sentence. Sorry, I'm trying to save paper. The fish leaps from the sea. Let's read that slowly together. The fish leaps from the sea. Good job. Now let's read this one as if we're a bit surprised, because fish are normally in the water. You don't often see them above the water. Are we ready? The fish leaps from the sea. Can you read it like that with me? You ready? The fish leaps from the sea. One more time. The fish leaps from the sea. Great reading. And now it's time for you to write a sentence. So let's get your pen and paper out and let's get ready. While you're waiting, you can write an EA at the top of your page because that's the tricky new digraph that we're using today. Okay, listen to our sentence. I'm standing on bits of paper. We ready? Let us eat a treat. Yummo. You ready? Let us eat a treat. Can you say that with me? Let us eat a treat. Let's count the words. Let us eat a treat. 5 words. Let's go. The beginning of our sentence, we always need a capital letter. And our first word here is let. Who are we going to let? Us. Let us. What are we letting us do? Let us eat. Eat. Sorry, my text is getting a bit, that's better. Let us eat a treat. A, t, e, t. Good job. Let's read that together. Let us eat a treat. Maybe you can have something to eat when we finish this lesson. It might be nearly morning tea time. So, you've worked very hard today. I think we've all worked very hard today. I think we all deserve a treat, a little pat on the back or a little run around outside in a while. The sound we learnt today is EA, eat, treat. So let's do a little tiny bit of skywriting again. E, A, says E, treat. E, A, says E, treat. One more time. E, A, says E, treat. Great work. Now we've got a little bit of homework for you to do. Perhaps after you have eaten a treat, maybe a nice apple or a banana, some sultanas, making me hungry. So here's our homework. The first thing you need to do is read the words in the list. Eat. Then on your page, I want you to write the word eat. When you've written it, I want you to underline the digraph and put a dot and read it again. Eat. C. S. E. S. E. C. And keep going through all of those words. When you've finished, I'd like you to read this sentence. The fish leaps from the sea. And I'd like you to draw a picture of a fish leaping out of the sea and write the sentence. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. See you later, alligator.